Is Dabo Swinney and Clemson in big trouble? Let's talk about the Clemson Tigers and their inability to figure it out. Transfer portal problems, evaluation problems, coaching problems, in that order. Number one, right out the gate, you're talking about a situation where they haven't gotten enough depth. They recruit pretty well. They do. They've got solid depth. Don't have enough elite guys. They haven't hit on as many kids that are 3 stars of late. And obviously, quarterback hasn't worked out the last couple guys. You miss a quarterback, you go down the toilet. 2, evaluation. Let's just talk about that directly. Just touched on it. You're looking at this game, Georgia again, 34, Clemson, 3. How many guys did Clemson put out there that were just solid? Teams that are more mid-level, Minnesota, a Georgia Tech, a Virginia, somebody might have making a play or not, like as the backup. Starters, I don't think Clemson's in trouble so much. They got some pretty good starters, although Klubnik, I don't know what's going on there. But they still need more playmakers. They don't have enough elite guys. They're not developing well enough. And that starts with evaluations, man. Something is not right. It's not that the player's necessarily wrong. Maybe it's the wrong school for them in terms of the fit. I don't know, but the evaluation is not going very well. Then you just look at the coaching. Georgia in the first half didn't score a lot. They saved some stuff. They were really conservative. They didn't show any of it in the first half. But what did they do coming out of the locker room? They changed it up, threw it differently, ran some different things, and Clemson wasn't ready. Flat out coached. Portal, evaluations, and coaching. When you miss on all 3, you're in trouble. And that's why you just lost by 3 touchdowns and 4 touchdowns and a field goal, and we're just completely annihilated from the second half on. Like, it was at least competitive in some ways. Like, the scoreboard didn't show much, but you were outplayed the whole game. Clemson's offense had 79 yards. You were doubled up in first downs. You couldn't complete big plays on third down. You didn't hit any shot plays. You had 1 wide receiver that got 30 or more yards. Antonio Williams is a player, there's no doubt. He doesn't have enough help. No other Clemson tight end, running back, or receiver made it to even 30 yards besides Antonio Williams. Cade Klubnik is still not doing the things that he should. It's his 3rd year of college. All of these things lead into the same points I just brought up. Evaluations, not using the portal, and obviously coaching has to be a part of it. There's not any one of those 3. It's the combination of the 3. Something's wrong with Clemson. I don't have the magic elixir, and if I did, I'd bottle it, label it, and sell it. Then I'd start earning money on sitting on the beach. But this is still reality here. Clemson fans, you should be upset. You went out and got Garrett Riley. You went out and got good people in the back office, allegedly. Whatever their formula is, does not work. You shouldn't have expected to beat Georgia, but you can be competitive. Georgia's freshman running back averaged like 6 yards a carry. A freshman running back against you. Georgia's inability to run the ball early, again, just being conservative, maybe they'd have scored more if they took that approach, but they kicked your butt in the second half with just some basic adjustments that Clemson wasn't ready for. Better players is the evaluation and doing a good thing with the portal here and there. Then that coaching you added on, that's why you get that score. So to summarize this podcast, Clemson is in a lot of trouble. This season may not be a complete wash. They'll make a bowl game. They'll be decent. But for Clemson football to get to the next level where they need to go, they got to start figuring out a way to do one thing: be a normal program in today's market. Dabo is living in the past. They've got to fix that. If not, it's not going to go well for Clemson. So please like, rate, and review this podcast. Truly appreciate you stopping in. Clemson fans, hopefully better days for you coming up, but this was not a good game. I will see you next time on the Florida Football Scout podcast.